Howdy, partners! Ever find yourself riding through the heartlands, looking at the vast, beautiful world of Red Dead Online, and thinking, what if there was more? We all love the roles we have, but the potential for this game is as wide as the plains of New Hanover. Today, we're going to dive into some dream DLCs that could take our cowboy adventures to a whole new level. So saddle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. First up, let's talk about building a real empire. Imagine a mining DLC. You'd start by prospecting for gold, silver, or even coal veins in the mountains. You'd buy your first claim, maybe just a simple pan and a pickaxe. But as you grow, you could hire workers, set up mining camps, and defend your operations from rivals. Think about the tension of hauling a cart full of precious ore down a mountain pass, knowing other players might be waiting to ambush you. It would add a whole new layer of industry and conflict to the game. But why stop at what's under the ground? Let's talk about what comes out of it. The Oil King DLC. The Heartlands are dotted with oil derricks. What if we could own them? You could start with a single, sputtering derrick, slowly building up your production. You'd need to manage your equipment, transport the crude oil to refineries, and negotiate prices in cities like St. Denis. Imagine becoming a ruthless oil baron, a true industrial tycoon of the Old West, competing with other players for control of this black gold. And where would a tycoon live? Not in a camp, that's for sure. We need a house DLC. I'm not just talking about a pre-made shack. I mean true customization. You buy a plot of land, maybe a quiet spot by a lake, or the sprawling plot on the Great Plains. You choose your foundation, build room by room, pick out the furniture, hang your own hunting trophies on the wall. Your home would be a true reflection of your character, a place to display your achievements and invite your posse over to plan your next big move. Speaking of your posse, what if you didn't always have to rely on other players? Introducing the Creator Gang with NPCs DLC. You'd recruit unique characters from all over the map, each with their own skills: a sharpshooter, a brawler, a safecracker. You'd have to keep them happy, pay them their cut, and manage their loyalty. Imagine sending your own hand-picked gang on missions, like robbing a bank or defending your territory, while you focus on other business. It would make you feel like a real gang leader, a true Dutch van der Linde of your own making. Let's keep expanding our business ventures. Picture a factory DLC. You could purchase a rundown warehouse in St. Denis and turn it into a bustling production line. Maybe you'd manufacture clothing, produce canned goods from your hunting supplies, or even build furniture. You'd source raw materials, manage your workforce, and create a brand that becomes known across the 5 states. It's about building something that lasts, a legacy written in steel and smoke. And why just own one building when you can own the whole town? The town DLC would be the ultimate end game. You and your posse could claim a settlement like Strawberry or Valentine. You'd be responsible for its growth and defense. You could build new structures, set tax rates, and even appoint a sheriff. Imagine your town becoming a hub for other players, a safe haven or a notorious outlaw den, all under your control. It would be a massive, dynamic, player-driven experience. Let's get things moving with the Train Company DLC. Instead of just robbing trains, what if you owned them? You could purchase your own locomotive, customize the carriages, and run your own passenger and freight lines across the country. You'd have to schedule routes, protect your cargo from bandits, both NPC and player, and compete with other player-owned train companies for the most lucrative contracts. It's a high-stakes, high-speed business venture. And for those who prefer a more grounded, retail-focused experience, the Store DLC. You could take over a general store, a gunsmith, or even a tailor shop. You'd manage your inventory, setting your own prices based on supply and demand. You could specialize in rare goods, crafting unique items that other players can't find anywhere else. Imagine becoming the go-to supplier for the best gear in the West, with players traveling from all over just to visit your shop. Tired of living outside the law? The Join the Police Department DLC could let you switch sides. You'd start as a deputy in a town like Rhodes or Blackwater, taking on patrols, investigating crimes, and bringing in wanted players for real bounties. As you rank up, you could become a US Marshal, leading investigations across state lines and taking part in large-scale shootouts against notorious player outlaw gangs. It's a chance to bring your own brand of justice to the frontier. Of course, we can't forget the heart of the West, ranching DLC to point zero. We have a taste of it, but let's go bigger. Imagine owning a massive ranch, breeding different types of horses and cattle, and driving huge herds across the map like in the old westerns. You'll have to defend your livestock from predators and rustlers, manage your ranch hands, and sell your stock at market. It would be a truly immersive and rewarding cowboy lifestyle. For those looking for more organized conflict, a military DLC could be incredible. You could enlist at Fort Wallace, choosing a specialty like infantry, cavalry, or artillery. You take part in large-scale, objective-based battles against other player factions or fortified enemy strongholds. It would bring a new level of tactical, team-based gameplay to Red Dead Online, complete with uniforms, ranks, and a clear chain of command. Let's head to the water with a Boat Builder DLC. You could set up a shipyard in St. Denis or Blackwater, building everything from small fishing skiffs to large steam-powered vessels. You could run a riverboat casino, a transport business up and down the Lanaheki, or even engage in naval combat against other players and pirates. It would open up the waterways of the game in a completely new and exciting way. Now for something a little stranger. A cult DLC. We've all stumbled upon the strange cults hidden in the game world. What if you could start your own? You'd recruit followers, establish a remote compound, and perform strange rituals to gain unique, mysterious buffs. It would be a dark and quirky role where you'd have to defend your beliefs and your followers from suspicious lawmen and rival players who see you as a threat. Speaking of unique businesses, how about an alligator farm DLC down in the bayou? You'd be wrestling gators, harvesting their valuable skins and meat, and turning them into high-end goods. It would be a dangerous, high-risk, high-reward role perfect for the swamps of Lemoyne. Imagine fending off a legendary gator that's threatening your farm, a true swamp boss battle. And finally, 2 ideas just for fun. An unkillable family DLC, where you become a member of that strange family in the swamps who just want to die. It could be a hilarious, endless wave survival mode. And a console war DLC, a massive, server-wide event where PlayStation players, decked out in blue, face off against Xbox players in green in an epic battle for console supremacy. It would be a fun, tongue-in-cheek way to settle the ultimate gaming debate. These are just a few dreams for the world of Red Dead Online. The possibilities are truly endless. What DLCs would you love to see added to the game? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to read your ideas. If you enjoyed this journey into what could be, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Red Dead content. Thanks for riding with me today, partners. Stay safe out there on the trail.